Hey, hi. How you doing? It's Monday. You know, thanks for watching my videos. I was looking at myself and I was like, Jesus Christ. And I just look at myself and I'm sure everyone does that, but anyway. What's up, Chris? Chris Nace. And I need to get in touch. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me just get to this. I tried to review this Saturday night. And I don't know, didn't record. And I was like drunk. I talked, I don't know, for like 15, 20 minutes. And then it didn't even record. So I'm going to just jump right into it. I'm going to review Breaker Morant, the 1979 film. 1980. 1980. Okay. So let me just get through this because I was going to review it for the next issue, Not the Bloody Tapes. At a VHS, it broke. I had borrowed the Blu-ray from the library because it has a bunch of special features. And I just wanted to learn more about it. Breaking Morant is a movie, like, I'm pretty sure I rented it. And then it's a tape, it's a VHS tape that I've actually found like twice. And I think I've seen it more. And I was like, wow, this movie's always turning up. And it's a good movie. So since the VHS broke, I was like, let me just review it for YouTube. So, Breaker Morant is he's a higher ranking officer. He's an officer in the Australian army, but they're fighting in South Africa during the Boer War. The Boer War between like 1898 and 1901. I've heard of the war. I have no idea what the Boer War was. I was like, what the hell's a Boer? I thought it was a place, and I guess it's not a place, it's a people. It's not even, a Boer means farmer. So the British army, with help from the Australians, was fighting a bunch of farmers. I guess there was a lot of them, and they were Dutch too, and I was like, why would the Brits want to fight the Dutch? They just talk it out. I know they don't speak the same language, but you know what I mean. So Breaker Morant, he has a friend, another officer, Hunt, and Hunt gets killed and mutilated by them. Actually, I think they said like they wounded him and then they mutilated him and then he died from his wounds. And Breaker just wants revenge. And he's not all crazy. They call him like a black sheep, but he just seemed like a normal, like a proper guy from back then. So they execute six of the Boers. And they kill a German missionary because they say the Germans were sympathizing with the Boers and they were helping them. And he told this missionary, fuck, he's like, don't talk to them, whatever you do. And then he talked to them, and that got him killed. And I mean, right or wrong, he got warned, and then he paid for it with his life. And then when they were executing the 6 Boers, one of them ran for it. And a soldier stopped him, got into a scuffle, and wound up shooting him dead. So, Breaker, this other guy Hancock, and that soldier that killed the Boer, the runaway Boer, they go on trial for murder, and they could get the death penalty. And basically, it's a courtroom drama, but I don't know. It's something really good about it. I mean, I don't think I like courtroom dramas that much, but this one is good because it's interspersed with like stuff that's happened, and it's based on a true story too. I guess overall what it is it feels like you're just peeking in through a window in time and watching this as it actually happens. And it's just messed up that Breaker and his men, he was giving them orders that they followed. He was following orders. It's just very confusing. And then actually what it all was, like, the Brits wanted to end the war with the Dutch. They were like, okay, we just give these guys up, if we execute these guys. There's a conversation with some of the higher ups in the military, the British military. It was all, we'll put this trial on, we'll execute these 3 guys. That'll show the Dutch, that we're listening to them, we want this to end, and like if we have to sacrifice these 3 soldiers to prevent more deaths, we're gonna do it. And which is, I don't know, is that wrong or right? I don't know. I mean, it's not right for Breaker and Hancock and that other dude. Oh, I guess it's he was I don't know what his name was. The third guy. Anyway, and then there's a part when they were being held on trial, like they were at some fort or something, and they get attacked by the Boers, and the 3 of them help, fight the Boers off, and they thought, maybe that'll help us. Oh, actually, I think that's someone I was telling the movie about. They said, they would think maybe they'll go easy on them if we help, but no. I guess I won't give it away. But Breaker Morant, I would give it 4 out of 5 Manos Hands of Fate, because it's not gory. It's not gory. That there is a little bit of that one part where the Boers attacked the fort. That was actually pretty good. There's a lot of action in that. It's a very dry and serious movie, but it's not humorous by any means, but there's some little jokes. The actor that plays Hancock, Brian Brown, he's always like shooting his mouth off, saying whatever he wants. He's like almost like what a person today would be back then. He's rude, crude, and did I say lewd? Yeah. He's like banging the Boers' wives. He's got a wife and kid, and at the end he's writing a letter to his wife, and he says, you and my son are the greatest things I've ever done. And even though he's like cheating on her and he's a scoundrel, I felt like I believe him. He really did care about his family. Breaker is a great character. Edward Woodward, I know him from this, The Wicker Man, and the TV series The Equalizer. I haven't seen it. That's all I've seen him from, and he's so good. He's like just seems like a classic British actor that whatever he's in, he brings it up, he heightens it, whatever. So if you haven't seen Breaker Morant, even if you don't like military courtroom dramas, there's still something in here that's really interesting. So okay, I try to do it quick. Lastly, as I was watching it, there's nothing supernatural in the movie, but it reminded me of like the way these films were made. A lot of these like made for TV British films were made. This is an Australian film all the way. It just kind of like reminded me of this. Oh, I forgot to read Mike's letter. I'll get to that next. But I was like really upset. I was like, man, I really need to talk so much about this. So Breaker Morant, you get at your library. I don't know, maybe it's on YouTube or Amazon. I'm sure it's somewhere. So Breaker Morant, check it out.